Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another EBTV production of East Brunswick High School football here at J. Doyle Stadium. I'm your host, Kevin McEvoy. I'm here with the longtime voice of the Bears, Richie Whalen. Good to see you, Rich.
Good to see you as well.
So we have the North Brunswick Raiders coming in. They're at 0-2. We're at 0-2. It's like a must game for both of us, right?
Yeah, I think so. And just looking at the schedule with the teams they still have to play, you know, there's not probably many wins on the schedule here, so both teams want to take advantage of this game if they can.
Let's start off with North Brunswick. My research brought me to a couple of names. This kid, Joe Manley, and Joe Castellanos. What do you know about him?
Yeah, Joe Manley, good player for them, plays both ways. He's a receiver. Last game he caught 3 passes for 66 yards, had a lot of tackles, a couple of sacks, and he also does punting duty. And then Castellanos is a good tight end and also a good D end for them. So those are 2 players that we have to keep an eye out for. And kind of like you were saying before the game, quarterback looks like he can fling a little bit, so we'll have to keep an eye on him as well.
And what do you know about their offensive scheme? What can the viewers expect?
Yeah, they run a multiple I formation, so I think they want to, run the ball, but I think they also, looking at some of their stats, they also want to throw the ball a little bit. So I think East Brunswick can't really focus on one thing. So we'll probably see him do a little bit of both tonight.
Now, when it comes to Coach Molar and his staff, as we said, we're at 0-2. It's a must game. The kids are all fired up. What can the viewers expect from, let's say, the side of the ball for the Bears?
Yeah, well, Kevin Hemmings had a nice game for them against Sayreville. Had one really long run, had a touchdown for them. John Gerhardt is another player to look for. He's got great speed. I think they have to look to get him the ball. And they also have a couple weapons on the outside. Juan Gonzarella, he's a good wide receiver with some size, so I'd like to see them maybe isolate him a little bit and look throw the ball, which they than when Coach Borden was here. So they kind of mix up the run and the pass a little bit.
I was talking briefly with Coach Yanazzo before the game, and he said it might come down to the team with the fewest mistakes. What do you think about that?
Good point. I mean, ball control is important. I think, East Brunswick, one positive from the Sayreville game is they had some good kickoff returns. Gerhardt's had some nice field position, so I think field position is important, and obviously maybe the team that wins a turnover battle could be on top tonight.
Okay, so hold on to your seats, everybody. We'll be back in a few minutes with the start of tonight's game. And welcome back, everyone, to this evening's contest between the visiting Raiders of North Brunswick against your East Brunswick High School Bears on this gorgeous evening here at J. Doyle Stadium. Weather seems to be very accommodating, no rain in sight, and we're looking forward to a victory. That's what I'm going to say, Rich.
Yeah, I agree. Talking to some people before the game, and, we kind of mentioned this in the pregame, just a tough schedule for East Brunswick, and this is definitely one of those games on the schedule that you kind of circle and say this is one that we need to get.
And there's no end in sight with regard to week in and week out competition. I'm not sure exactly who is next, whether it's Piscataway or it's Edison. It's just Red Division toughness.
Yeah, it is. I was kind of looking through it myself, and Edison had a big win first week against Piscataway, so they're much improved. Piscataway's Piscataway. They're good every year. Bounce back with a good win against Old Bridge. Old Bridge beat Sayreville, which beat East Brunswick. Even J.P. Stevens is 1-0 and has a good running back. Manalapan has one of the best receivers in the state who's going to Rutgers, so that's a tough game.
The Manalapan game is our out-of-conference game, huh?
Correct, yeah. So
Coach Molar or A.D. Knoppenberger couldn't find Spotswood or something. We have to go against, I guess.
Yeah, there was something when J.P. Stevens had dropped down a division, and Edison had also done that. They had to get picked up, so I think the GMC teams went with the Shore Conference team. So, for example, I know North Brunswick played Colts Neck. I saw another team played Freehold Township from the GMC, so I think they still have that relationship where they play that Shore team. Mm-hmm. So I think it might rotate year to year, so I'm not sure how that works out. And
I surely didn't want our neighbors from Spotswood to think that I was demeaning the Spotswood program, because they're off to a 2-0 start, and the Star Ledger had them picked for this weekend. it just would be nice to have a local game between with communities. You know, back in the day we played South River on Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And we see the captains here going out to the field for East Brunswick. Number 5, John Gerhartz. Number 3, Kevin Hemmings, a quarterback. Number 58, Joe Chetta. And then number 50 there is Michael Quinnen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your captains for tonight's game for East Brunswick. Number 3, Kevin Hemmings. Number 5, John Gerhartz.
I don't think that the weather plays any factor today. Would you think, Rich, with regard to determining if you win the coin, you're going to defer? Or
I don't really, see much wind. Sometimes we see on those goalposts they have the flags up there, and they're pretty still. So, that I don't think that's going to be a factor tonight.
So I think it might even be if we win that flip, we're going to take the ball.
Yeah, I would think so.
And we're going to.
Hey, that's a mentality you have to have. We're going to get the ball, we're going to drive it down the field and get a score and set the tone. So,
now every game, no matter what, whether you're playing Sayreville or you're playing North Brunswick, the coaching staff gets that team prepared and they're ready to do battle, right?
Exactly. Yep. Each week is a little bit different. Sometimes I think, and you coached, I coach right now. Sometimes in some sports you get so worked up or worried about what other teams do where sometimes you don't concentrate on yourself as much. So you really, in practice have to improve the things that you need to get better at. You want to see what they do well and be prepared for that. But, especially with the new coach, Coach Molars, his systems he's trying to put in and things like that. So, practices, I'm sure, are also a lot with those things that he wants to incorporate.
Now, talking about systems, have you noticed any major difference in what was done in the past with Coach Borden versus this new coaching staff?
Yeah, definitely. Coach Borden for many years, and we're seeing here that East Brunswick's deferring here.
Okay.
And North Brunswick's going to receive the ball, so East Brunswick will get it to start the second half. But, Coach Borden did a lot of that triple option. The option actually saw it a little bit. East Brunswick made some adjustments in the second half against Sayreville and ran that a little bit more. But you're seeing more of a balanced offense here. They're looking to throw the ball a little more than they did under Coach Borden. The sets are a little bit different. And, it's also dictated with what coach is used to and also the personnel. So it's definitely you see them trying to throw the ball a little bit more than usual.
Now, as our viewers can see, Athletic Director Mr. Frank Knoppenberger is walking out with the officials. What do you think might be going on out there?
Well, I think they're waiting for, they're waiting for the head man here with the white hat. They're short of referees here, so I think they're trying to determine, can we get this game started? What's going on?
I see. So, what do you think? Can we get it started?
I think so. I mean,
Okay.
unless there's some rule that you need a certain amount. But I know even in basketball, sometimes at different levels, if a referee's running late and there's one to start, you can start the game, and then you hope the guy comes or you call someone to come in. So I think football would be the same way.
And now I did notice that one of the officials who was up here in the press box, who was probably manning the clock, was beckoned down to the field maybe about 5-7 minutes ago. So
yeah,
I guess they have enough. They're getting ready for that kickoff.
And this is going to be number 11, Tim Flynn for East Brunswick, kicking off. One note also, I said in the pregame for the receiver, Juan Gonzaroli, and it's actually Javon. I was saying his brother who played on the basketball team for us, the freshman basketball team. I mixed that up.
Okay. And we're underway, everyone. That was a serious hit. Let's hope that young man's okay.
And that was number 30, Chris Jones, with a big stick there.
Right. And the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from their 30-31. Looks like we have number 8 in at quarterback for the Raiders. That didn't jive with or did it?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
they had a couple different. I have on one of the rosters, he's number 8 as well, so. And a run to the right there. That was number 47 for North Brunswick with the carry, Tyler Bryant. And I know one thing with both teams, but North Brunswick just kind of going through, the write-up that they had for their outlook. They have a lot of newcomers. They only have 2 defensive starters returning and only 4 on offense here.
There's a big run up the middle for first down with Gerhardt's in on the tackle. I know John goes both ways. You can include in there Kyle Kelleher was in on that tackle too, number 13. Well, 2 runs for a first. Let's see if that's the plan. A yard or 2. Gerhardt's in there again, along with Joe Palinetti, number 77.
Yeah, East Brunswick defensive line did a nice job there, getting some penetration in the running back there for North Brunswick. Really had nowhere to go.
It's a big play here, I think. We can.
Yeah, I want to keep them in those 3rd and longs here, so.
That's going nowhere on that toss.
And that was the man you were mentioning for North Brunswick, number 27, Joseph Manley. That's a guy that they look to go to.
Yeah, they look to go to Manley, and they look to go to Joe Castellanos, 84. He's about 6'4", I think. This is a big play here. This would be nice to stop them. Look for Rafiu Alaharazim, the quarterback, to toss. Give it another toss. Yep. Over the middle, looked open. Nothing. Going to run it out of bounds, right?
Oh, I think yeah, I think he got him.
Okay, he did connect. And it's on the other side of the field, so he connected before he went out of bounds.
Rex Thomas there with the catch. And, East Brunswick secondary did a good job. I mean, he had all day back there and made a nice play rolling out. He kept his eyes down the field. Sometimes those quarterbacks, you see at all levels, they get outside the pocket and they want to run. He kept his eyes downfield and made a nice play.
With some nice zip on the ball.
Yep.
Quarterback keeps it. Picks up 5-6. Is that a flag down, Rich? No, you know what it looked like?
The cleats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay.
And we were kind of talking about, be nice for East Brunswick decided to defer and give the ball here to North Brunswick. And they're kind of doing what we were hoping East Brunswick would be able to do in a nice drive here. Yep.
That defense is all bunched. And that led to, there's 84.
Yep.
There's Castellanos.
He's a big target there, and they just fake the dive. They want to get those linebackers and defensive players to bite up, and he was wide open on there. So nice drive here by North Brunswick to start. East Brunswick had that third and long right now. That big play by the quarterback, Alaharazim, made that nice throw on 3rd down.
Got the ball at the 27. 1st and 10. He's taking those short steps. Still alive. Took about 4 or 5 Bears to get over there and tackle.
And I don't know if that was a call in the huddle, but East Brunswick's corners are given about a 7-8 yard cushion, so they're going to throw that little hitch out there and then let their playmakers make a play. So Nazir May made a nice run after the catch there to get a 1st down.
I like that, exactly, that cushion. Well said.
Someone's got to make a play here for East Brunswick.
Need something big. It's a toss to the right. Little juke, and then he came around and picked up another 5.
Yeah, it looked like Sam Walker for East Brunswick, number 20, was going to make a play. And really, I didn't catch the number from North Brunswick, but a nice kick-out block by one of the offensive linemen there.
We got that ball on the 11-yard line. 2nd down. Another run up the gut, Rich.
Yep. And they're getting chunks of yards here. They're going to be close to a first down. It looks like he's right on the mark.
But I say another run up the gut. They're mixing it up nice.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to mark him just about a half a yard short here, so it's going to be 3rd and about a half a yard. North Brunswick is mixing it up pretty nice on this drive. I think you can expect something up the middle here. Try to get the half a yard for a first down.
Quarterback keeper. It's hard to tell from the press box.
North Brunswick, number 8,
They're going to bring the chains in, Rich?
I think they just signaled it right there, first down.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, here's the big test.
Yeah.
In the red zone, 1st and goal from nothing. Up to 5.
Much more bunched up now, North Brunswick here.
Up the middle. 47.
Good push there by the offensive line. That might have.
I don't see hands from the
Nope.
official.
Yeah, looks like he's going to mark him just short. Got him about the half yard line there.
Okay. All right, let's see what those guys in the middle can do, like Cheddar,
Right.
Doug Scott,
Yep.
right?
Michael Quinn and the big body
Right,
in there
number 50.
also.
Right.
Need to get that push.
Quarterback keeper. No, they didn't signal.
And there
There
it is.
Okay. Quarterback keeper, he jumped up over. So what was that, about a 10-play, 11-play drive?
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
you know, that one big play, that 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, quarterback did a nice job of keeping the play alive and,
Right.
you know, mixed up through some passes, you know, went up the middle, like you were saying, you know, a couple outside runs, so they really did a nice job of mixing that up and keeping East Brunswick off balance.
All right, so then at this point, the defense is going to have to just make a couple of, well, they've seen, I was going to say adjustments, but maybe not adjustments. Now they've seen, now we know what to expect.
Exactly.
Okay.
Looks like they're going for 2 here.
No. No, not on that one. That was Kyle Kelleher in on a tackle. He didn't get faked out on that one. Why do you think they were doing that, Rich?
That's interesting.
Right?
You know, the only thing I can think of, I mean, is you
the
know,
kicker's
the
hurt?
kicker's hurt. They don't have faith in the kicker.
Okay.
Maybe they, you know, had some type of strategy to, you know, to do that. I know some coaches, you know, Chip Kelly, when he was with Oregon, always went for 2. So, you know, like you said, East Brunswick wasn't fooled there, and it,
Right.
you know, in a game like this that we expect to be a tight game, that could
play out later.
come back to haunt them a little bit.
Okay. All right, so we're going to be set for a kick return, and then we'll see our offense. Boy, those yellow cleats do throw me off. Thought I saw another flag, and how could there be a flag? And
for some reason, I noticed that Gerhardt's usually is back there
Right.
for East Brunswick, and I see number 82, Brandon Phillip. Looks like he's the deep man here.
Okay.
So
And we also have a white hat out there, Rich, so the official crew is set. Nice kick. Real nice kick. Ball's brought back to about 25-yard line by Brandon Phillip.
One note too, I wanted the game last week that I was here doing the game with Ken Soroka. I noticed that number 42 Brandon Tamori for East Brunswick, running back, had a nice game, had a couple good runs. So that's a name I didn't mention in the pregame, but that's another guy to keep an eye on. He's not in right now, but Sam Walker is in the backfield with John Gerhardt, and number 3 Kevin Hemmings is behind center.
And who is that? Walker?
Yep, that's Walker.
What number is he wearing?
He is number 20.
Okay.
And did a nice job of keeping his feet moving, and also that offensive line for East Brunswick that you see on the screen did a good job of staying with their blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we don't always mention them on the broadcast or when you're watching the games, but that really, a lot of times, the game is won or lost on that offense and the defensive line. So nice job on that first down play.
This time Gerhardt gets it, and John's got some speed. Looks like he may have gotten the first for us, or close.
East Brunswick, number 5, John Gerhardt on the carry. Stop made by North Brunswick, number 27, Joe Manley. That carry good for a gain of 80 yards, and East Brunswick Bears first down.
East Brunswick's in the I formation.
Off to Gerhardt's again. Looks like John's looking to get through there. I was down on the sideline for that Sayreville game, and John was really frustrated at his lack of personal ability to get the. But like you said before, that offensive line, if they can get off the ball and give him that little opening, once John gets through.
Exactly. He needs that little crease. You know, sometimes you're only as good as your offensive line, and if they can give you a little bit of a hole there like they had there, you could be successful. So. Right.
Gerhardt's again. He's going to go outside. He's got the wheels. He's on a roll. John may be gone. He could go all the way, and yes, he does. He put 6 up on the board. John got outside there and just ran past everybody.
Yeah, 51-yard touchdown run, but I see don't tell me there's a flag there. I don't see one on the field, but I see there is a penalty marker. I don't see where the flag is.
It's a hold.
A hold. So that's going to be wiped out there.
Oh, yeah, boy. I didn't see the flag, Rich.
And it seems, I still don't see the flag unless they picked it up already.
That can be really emotionally draining.
Oh, man.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, especially, your first 2 games, you get beat pretty good. You're struggling. The team you're playing scores first possession, and then you get something good. So let's see how they react here.
A lot of disappointment on the coaching staff as well on the sideline. Well, John's going to do it on the other side. Picked up 8 yards there on that one.
Number 5, John Gerhardt on the carry. Stop made by North Brunswick, number 76.
And just to give some credit to these offensive linemen here, the starting offensive line for East Brunswick, number 50, Michael Quinnen, number 58, Joe Chetta, number 62, Tim Brown, number 67, Tim Burzak, and number 78, Doug Scott, doing a nice job to start here, as well as Kyle Kelleher, the tight end, number 13. Ball, I think, came out.
Came out, right, but it recovered.
Okay, Tom Burzak was heads up there and saw the ball and landed on it. So 3rd and about 5 here for East Brunswick. These are the downs here that you need to convert to stay on the field. So far, East Brunswick offensively has just been pretty simple. We're running the ball right at you. They've been pretty successful. So let's see what they decide to do here, if they want to run it or if they're going to put the ball in the air for the first time.
I'm going to say Gerhardt is getting it. He scooted through there. He got the 5. They were doing like a little bit of a blitz there, it seemed like, on the left side of the line. And John scooted right by the linebacker and DB who was coming in. Nice. Who's coming off the field? Kyle Kelleher. Hope he's not. No, he's not limping. It looked like that, but. I guess Coach Molars is calling the shots on the offensive scheme this year.
Yeah, I think so. I believe he is.
I see. Kevin coming across. Little pitch to Molars. I mean, Gerhardt's put his head down and plowed through there. And there's Tamori coming in to give John a breather.
Yep. And he had a good game, had a couple good carries.
Right.
It looks like they're, Sean O'Sullivan coming out and Kelleher going back in for him. So they're, keeping the guys fresh here.
Is O'Sullivan at the tight end position?
Yeah, he's listed here as wide receiver, but I think he's doing a little bit of both.
Okay.
His brother was a good player for East Brunswick a few years back.
He fakes it to Tamori. Runs back. Kevin's going to scoot through there. He's going to get 5, 7, 12, 15, and runs out for a first down. Nice.
Real nice. Tamori actually made a nice block there, too. He didn't give up when he saw Hemmings scrambling there and made a nice block to help him advance there, and then Hemmings did the rest.
And Kevin's quick.
Yeah. He had a couple of those last week against Sayreville where he kind of was scrambling around and then had a couple good gains. So,
and the speed is deceiving.
Yeah,
because it's more quick than fast. I like it. Oh, they line up with nobody in the backfield. Is that we see Gerhardt's next to the quarterback?
Right, they have Gerhardt's next to him.
Okay. And Johnny gets it. Nope, Kevin's keeping it. He got 2. That's good calls.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. And then a lot of running by East Brunswick. Actually, only about 40 seconds left in this first quarter. Nice drive for East Brunswick. Looking to answer the score from North Brunswick. Had a score, 51-yard, what we thought was a touchdown run by John Gerhardt's called back.
And when you're doing a running game, the quarter does go by quickly.
Yep. Aiden Werder here split on down the bottom of the screen here.
Fake to Gerhardt. He's going to toss it. Kyle comes back, runs for about 7. Maybe just short of that first down.
And they'll give him the first down there, and that's going to be the,
that was the first. Okay, good.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter once they wind that arm and start the clock here.
And that's the end of our first quarter with the score 6-0, but the Bears inching towards their first 6.
Yeah, and like you said earlier in the pregame, one of the things we talked about was, the turnovers, and East Brunswick did have the ball on the ground that one time, but nice job by Tom Burzak, the center, of getting on there. So now when you're, down in this territory, it gets a little bit tougher sometimes because you don't have as much field to work with. So be interesting to see here off the timeout because of the quarter what, East Brunswick does. I think they'll probably stick to what's been working here, but important that you hold on to the football here.
And what's been working is the firepower of that offensive line to allow Gerhardt's Tamari, or even Kevin himself to scoot around back there and look for something or take off like he did for that 13-yard gain.
And there's a good look on our screen there of the new head coach, Bob Molars, with his back to us with the headset. And, he's wanting a touchdown here. I think they were, disappointed when that one got called back. So, this will do a lot for East Brunswick. They can get a score here.
And, before the snap of the ball, you say Coach Molars, a lot of the staff from the previous coach still around?
Yeah, most of the staff is around. So
good.
That's good also for the players returning, that you have that familiarity with the coaches, and they're good coaches. So
here we go. All right, so we just had the whistle. We're getting ready to start the second quarter. Let's watch the Bears punch this baby in. Johnny Gerhardt's right up the middle. Still moving. Got a solid 5 there, Rich.
I don't know. They're saying the ball maybe came out. All right.
No.
Nope.
No, the bottom of the pile was John.
I really like how Gerhardt's is hitting the hole tonight. I was saying last game, it's tough to do when Sayreville was in the backfield so much, but he's really doing a good job of hitting that hole hard, and offensive line is giving him some room tonight.
John gets it again, but nothing on that one.
Yeah, it looks like he just got tripped up there, so it's going to be about 3rd and about 6 here. East Brunswick can get a first down, but it's going to be inside the 5 at about the 3.5-yard line if they're going to get a new set of downs.
And why is it so hard, Rich? You get that ball inside the 20, and it just shuts down.
Yeah, the field's obviously shrunk a little bit. Teams kind of know what you're doing. There's not quite as much room to spread them out, but you're right.
They know what you're doing, and from the first 10 plays, they know what they're doing.
Jones and Gerhardt's in the backfield here for EB.
Kevin's going to look to throw. He's got something. Throws it in the back of the zone. There's a touchdown. Yep. I can't read the number. Looks like 22.
That's 37, right. That's Javon Gonzaroli, who Hemmings kind of did a nice job of keeping that play alive and kind of threw one up. And I would take, my chances with Gonzarella there. He's a big guy, big target. So nice catch. And like we were saying earlier, North Brunswick, decided to go for 2. So if East Brunswick makes this extra point, we're up 7-6.
Okay.
So Flynn's going to see if he can make that a 7-6 game.
Low snap. It's up. It is good. It is good. Here we go. Bears take the lead. I saw Javon over at that South Brunswick game. It's the first time I saw him. And he was lined up as a wide receiver. And, it just didn't. We didn't get it going in that South Brunswick game. But maybe this is going to be the night where we get it going. Yeah,
I think so. So East Brunswick, a good answer. Also, good job by them. Getting that touchdown called back. They didn't hang their heads, and they were able to put a score up.
And the Star Ledger, in their prediction, they mentioned the strength of the Bears being number 3, Kevin Hemmings, and I like the way he rolled out and looked, and then fake pumped, and then he tossed it to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he gave Gonzaroli a chance to make a play, which he did.
Our viewing audience should be aware that this particular game is going to be rebroadcast on Thursday, October 3rd at 8 p.m. And then we're going to rebroadcast it again on Thursday, November 28th, which is Thanksgiving evening at 8 p.m. At any time, you can turn on and watch the game on the computer at www.ebtv3.org. All right, we see a return by the Raiders up to about the 29-yard line. An assortment of Bears in on that tackle to start off the second quarter for the Raiders and also to start off their second drive. Let's see if the defense has made some adjustments to stymie the offensive running game that the Raiders had.
Yeah, and that's definitely, I'm sure, something that they worked on. Sayreville had over 300 yards rushing against East Brunswick last time, so that's something they have to improve on.
It's a long one, long toss. Did he get it in bounds or was he out? I see he's pushing it out of bounds.
No.
Right.
And that's
Joe Manley.
Yeah, that looks like the guy that they're looking to get the ball to down the field. So just couldn't quite get his feet down in bounds there. And in high school, you need
1 foot, Rich?
1 foot down.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Same as in college, and then when you get to the NFL, you need both feet down. That is, unless your knee gets down before or your hip.
Okay. How about if you're hit by the defensive back pushing you out?
Yeah, there used to be a rule where if you got forced out, it could still be a catch. But now, if you don't get your feet in, it's not a catch.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a run around the left side of the line by number 47, and that's Tyler Bryant again. He picks up a first for the Raiders.
And number 14 there, Aiden Werder, made the tackle there to limit to just about a 14-yard gain.
Now, when you see a run like that, Rich, and it sort of like was wide open on that side, is there a breakdown in defense?
Yeah, you know what? Usually when you see the guy be able to get outside like that, a lot of times it's a defensive end that, you want to force him back up. So either, he went the wrong way, didn't contain. Sometimes you wonder where the linebacker is on that side as well.
It's a keeper by the quarterback. There's nothing there. Why are we flagging?
Yeah, I don't know what that flag was.
Why are we flagging? For a hold, maybe?
That's the only thing I could think of.
Like a legit hit. He went.
Yeah, McSweeney went low there, which is nothing wrong with that. And it looks like...
okay, let's hope the young man's okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that... the only thing I can think is a hold there.
Okay. And so we have the injured players down, but he looks like he's getting up.
Yeah.
That's the quarterback.
Long-time trainer, and it is going to be a hold.
Okay.
See Phil Hostler going to check, but it looks like he's not needed. He'll have he'll have to sit out at least one play here for stopping the game for him.
It was a hard tackle. That's the bottom line to what happened there.
I think it was one of those things too. Number 8, Al Harazim, tried to sort of jump a little bit, and McSweeney went low, and he kind of caught him in the air.
And what's the hold? Is that a 10-yard penalty, Rich?
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes, it's a spot foul also. So wherever the hold happens, it's 10 yards from that spot.
Okay.
So looks like 2nd and 19, 1st and 19.
Looks like the new quarterback, number 18. This young man has some wheels. That's number 10. Yeah, that's Gabe Rosado. Picked up. He got the 9 back.
Yeah. Showed some good speed there.
And the North Brunswick quarterback's making his way back in, so that's good. Not much going there. That's a good. That I like. I like when I see a lot of Bears gather around and make a tackle.
Michael Quinnen was there, number 77. Joseph Palinetti. Nice job there up front.
Makes it that 3rd and long still. some of our other fall sports programs that are off to great starts are our boys soccer team. How about them, Rich?
Oh, man.
They're at 8-0.
Yeah, big win the other day against South Brunswick.
Big win.
Just looking great.
Big name on that squad is Joey Goodzak. I did a game for TV, but also saw them, and he's just all over the field. The young man's feet never stop.
Yeah, I heard his shot goal to win it was pretty impressive too.
Good. And I think a couple of colleges. I know Monmouth College.
Right.
And I think the one of the academies, West Point, is looking at him as well. That's great.
Yeah.
So they're off.
Good family name there too. A lot of good players in that family. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Big down here, 3rd and 6 for North Brunswick.
A pitch. Nothing. There. That's. Looked like he was going to drag them, but drag our defenders, but that didn't happen. So it's going to be 4th and 5.
Good pursuit there, and number 58, Joe Chetta, didn't make the tackle, but he forced the running back to cut it up. So he did his job there, and that's what you have to do sometimes. You're not going to always make the play, but did a really nice job of forcing them to cut it up, where a host of Bears finished them off.
So then the defense comes off, holding their head high.
Yep.
Knowing that they shut them down.
So we got Fitzpatrick here deep, along with Phillip for East Brunswick.
They wouldn't dare fake it, would they?
No, I think.
Okay. Nice line drive punt. Nice catch. Does he have the wheels to get outside? Oh, is that a horse collar? I guess not.
It was close.
Okay. Brandon Phillip on the return. Okay, he put us back in decent position. We're above the 20.
Yeah. It looked like number 30, Chris Jones, had a nice block there for that return for East Brunswick.
Also off to a great start is our girls soccer program. They're at 6-0-1, and talking with Kevin Brady before the game started, they had a big game yesterday too, a 2-1 victory over Old Bridge, who was undefeated going into the game.
Have we heard that before? Girls soccer off to a good start or no?
Every year. That's right.
Yeah, they're going to get Gonzo Rowley. He moved.
Saw movement.
Yep, number 37. The side judge was right there. He just kind of flinched before the snap.
Mm-hmm. All right, while they mark that off, cross country, both boys and girls are sitting at 2-2, going off to Warrenacre Park for an invitational tomorrow. Field hockey, Cindy Todoroff's squad, 6-2, and you know about that one game.
Yeah, against South Plainfield, the first half they were down, and then because of the weather, couldn't get the second half started. So it ended up being the result.
Ended up being a game. All right, here we go. Back to our game. Johnny Gerhardt sweeping on the right. Got that penalty back plus a couple. So we're looking at 2nd and 8. Maybe 9. Crowd is still rolling in. It's so typical here at East Brunswick. We get really nice crowds, and the kids and even the parents, they're still coming in.
Yeah.
It's 6:40 into the 6:40 left in the second period, and they're still rolling in. All right, so we have 2nd and 8. Got a toss to Gerhardt, see if you get a block there. Trying to squeeze through, which he does. Drags the defender with him for a couple of extra yards. We'll see where the ball is placed. It's going to give us a 3rd and 4. Tamari comes back in.
And East Brunswick in that drive where they scored did a good job of converting on some of these 3rd downs. So let's see if they can do the same, keep that clock running, keep North Brunswick off the field. And last 3rd, they gave it to Gerhardt's.
Kevin keeps it. He scoots through. He may be through big time. He's coming around. Oh, gorgeous run. Faked everybody out in that defensive scheme. Picks up an additional 22 yards for a big Bears first down.
Good decision there. You know, you have the option there of getting it to Gerhardt. He saw that wasn't there, kept it himself, and then, you know, not only picked up the first down, but then made a nice cut. And if not for a nice tackle there by a North Brunswick player.
And it's such a quick decision, right, Rich?
Yeah, exactly. It's a split-second decision. You know, you have a read, but, you know, he made the right decision, obviously, there.
Fakes it to John, rolls right. He's looking for toss somebody. So nobody was open. Out there was O'Sullivan and Kelleher. He just couldn't break away from their defenders.
And good decision there. You know, sometimes you get so excited as a quarterback, especially in high school, to throw the ball where you almost throw it no matter what. He made a good decision. I was looking downfield. I didn't really see anyone open as well. So it's a positive play. You get 3 or 4 yards here instead of just throwing one up. So good decision there by Hemmings.
Very good. Well said.
And this North Brunswick defense has been out there for a good part of the game, so East Brunswick's really controlling the clock.
Gerhardt's up the gut. John puts the speed on and drags a linebacker with him for an additional 3. That's a 12-yard, 15-yard gain. Tamori gives Gerhardt a little break. But it's interesting how Hemmings, he's got to run all the way over to Coach Molars to get the play. Then he's got to run back to the huddle. And if he makes a run himself, the condition he must be in.
Yeah, not like in college and the pros. They have those headsets in the helmets where they just get, they get talked to in there. So
maybe we have to look into that.
Yeah. Talk to Mr. Knopp about that, right?
There you go. Nice toss by Kevin. And we see Javon again picking up.
Flag came down. I think maybe a face mask in addition to that.
Okay. So they're going to tack on. What do they tack on there, Rich?
I think you know what? I know they used to have the 5 variety in 15 in high school. I'm not sure if they still have that. I think they might. We'll kind of see on the signal here. If they go with the personal foul, it's going to be 15 tacked on.
Okay. We'll see what happens when they move the ball.
We're just getting a little confirmation here with the officials that are up in the box here that they're in high school. They do have the 5 and 15-yard variety, so they decided that was worthy of a 15-yard personal foul. .433 left here. East Brunswick looking to add on to their 7-6 lead here against North Brunswick. A great drive. I think, what did we say, started from about the 21, 22 yard line. So
now it gets tough. They're down inside that 20. And Gerhardt puts on the burners. He's going to spin. He's straight arms. He's going to go in, Rich, for the TD, I think.
All right.
Nope. They put him at the 1.
Good effort there by Gerhardt, and looks like North Brunswick a little bit.
They're getting tired, Rich?
I think they're getting tired. I think Gerhardt is a fast guy, so the angles they're taking there might need to be adjusted a little bit because he's got good speed. But I think your point is well taken. They've been on the field a long time, and looks like they're starting to suck wind a little bit.
And even though our offense is on the field for a long time too, the adrenaline flow is such that we're just pumped, right?
Exactly.
I think there's a timeout being called by Coach Molars. You can see in the bottom of your screen. See if the officials recognize it. I guess they want to talk and discuss exactly how to get this ball into the end zone, right, Rich?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, want to give a shout out there to the cheerleading squad coached by Caitlin LeBlanc. They do an outstanding job. I know, and there we see Bob Molars on the screen talking to the team, but we're saying in the booth, East Brunswick unfortunately didn't score until late last week. So I know the cheerleaders usually have a little routine they do sometimes when they score. So I'm sure they're enjoying this weather because I know they come out and cheer no matter what the weather. So if it's raining out, if it's cold, as we see Coach Molars there giving some instructions.
You know, on that cheerleader note, too, Mr. Knottenberger informed me that, they do all of the games, but they also phase in, starting tomorrow, with their competitive schedule, too. And there's a GMC tournament that they're entered.
Oh, that's
right?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I know. I know that they did that. So there's a big time commitment, and there's, you sometimes, like you said, you think, they're just there for the games, which is a lot in itself, but they're doing these competitions, putting in a lot of time and effort. So
let's go girls.
Let's go girls, exactly.
And Guy, we have one male cheerleader on the squad.
Okay.
All right, back to the game. It's a pitch to Molars, and he's just gonna. Molars. It's a pitch to Gerhardt's. Second time I've said that. And he just outran everybody.
He just outran, exactly. Went to the wide side of the field, which I think is smart, and just said, you know what, we're going to toss it out to him and try to catch him, which North Brunswick was not able to do.
Okay. A lot of positive vibes going on the sidelines too. That's great for the program, great for the team. Flynn's back on the field to see if he can. Connect on his second extra point. It's up. It's good. And there we have it. 14-6. Our Bears lead the Raiders with 4 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second period.
Well, this is 4:06 left. East Brunswick has an 8-point lead like we had seen before. North Brunswick decided to go for 2 on their first possession here. So this would be big if East Brunswick can kick off here and their defense can hold North Brunswick off the board. Because if you remember, too, East Brunswick deferred and kicked off to start the game. So they'll be getting the ball back to start the second half. So that would be nice if they can go in the locker room with the lead and then knowing coming out they're getting the ball.
I noticed, too, a lot of the North Brunswick players go both ways, namely the Manley kid, the Castellano kid. And so if they are tired, let's hope maybe that'll be a little tiring on the offensive scheme, too.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. You forget, a lot of high school teams, guys are going both ways, so it takes its toll.
Mm-hmm. Nice foot. I thought there was somebody offside there.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. Somebody on the short end of the field here. Just going a little, you're talking about the adrenaline flow, getting fired up. And I don't know how they planned the exact movement, but there was one of our guys a little too quick. A little too excited.
Yeah, and you know what? I think you don't usually see that call unless it's pretty obvious. I don't think the referee's going to make that call unless it's pretty clear. So, like you said, probably that guy on that high side of the screen was just too far ahead.
Well, Tim Flynn, he's just got to put that ball deeper this time. That's all. He's got a foot. That's an easy, Bears. Okay, nice. Dribbling around there. Whole bunch of Bears in there on that tackle. Yep. I see 56, Tommy Lanzano.
Yep,
yeah,
he was in there.
He was in there, 68. No. 65, Alex Wojcik.
Yeah, I think number 10, Phil Willis, was in there as well.
Okay,
so,
good. We got a 1st and 10 on the 30. 4 minutes, plenty of time. However, plenty of time for the defense to shut him down, too.
Al-Harazim in the shotgun here.
He hands it off. Oh, 10, he broke away.
And that's number 10, Gabe Rosado. He's showing some good speed.
Yep.
I think almost it's tough to see from our vantage point here, but he looked like he maybe could have kept going. He kind of stopped and tried to cut back, and then East Brunswick pursued and held him to about 7 yards there.
Short toss. Pickup of 2.
Looked like that was number 88, Mark Garrett, on the tackle again.
Okay.
And, you know, if you're North Brunswick, I guess you'll take that. But East Brunswick, if you're going to lay off a little bit, what you want to do is once he catches the ball, make the tackle, which they did.
Up.
And that was Garrett there. He jumped for East Brunswick.
Okay. Is that Sean's younger brother? Garrett?
You know what? I'm not sure.
Okay. Nor am I.
Well, we'll give him 5 yards, and going to be 1st and 5, just shy of the midfield mark. 3:13 left, clock running. And
what's that for?
Yeah, I don't know what that could be. Let's see. Okay, sideline warning, that is. Against East Brunswick now.
And what's the warning for, Rich?
You know what? They have a mark on the sideline. They want them back off of the sideline for safety reasons.
So it's a warning.
It's a warning, right.
Okay.
So if it happens again, there'll be a penalty. I'm not sure what.
Okay. Quarterback keeps it. Tries to. Now what's happening? Nice loss. Perfect. We were talking about those mistakes early on.
Yeah.
And there's one that sets the Raiders back to 2nd and 3rd and 13.
And I know he didn't make the tackle, but number 13, Kyle Kelleher, gave a nice hit on the quarterback there just as he was pitching the ball to cause that to sort of go up in the air. And, you know, I'm sure it didn't feel good to him. So
a perfect time for a timeout for the Raiders.
Yeah.
See Coach Andy Seinfeld down there in the huddle. Andy's still with us. He's calling the defensive plays.
Yep, a lot of East Brunswick to go over some of those assistant coaches in addition to any. Matt Pazinko is still there, was on the staff with Coach Borden for many years. Justin Horline, Chris Unazzo, Tony Alexander, Kevin Norris, Alan Grossholz. I know one of the coaches that Coach Molars brought in, Brian Cherpevsky, is with him as well.
He's the only new face from on the staff?
I think so. I think there might have been one more. I'm going to look through the program here. I have one of the sheets.
Okay.
Paul Nelson as well.
Nelson, that rings a bell. I was introduced to Paul. Okay, 2nd and 15 for the Raiders. Nice toss. He was being dragged down in the backfield, and he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, some people in the box are talking about that. Number 10 for North Brunswick actually had the first down
and
then ran back, and the refs did a good job of spotting him there. But good play there by Allerhausen. It was sort of, I don't know if he really, he was kind of getting tackled and threw it up. I don't know if he really saw him, but if he did, you have to give the guy credit.
Yep. He was in the grass, but that doesn't work anymore. It's a run by number 10, right? It's Gabe Rosado again, but a whole slew of Bears over there for the tackle.
And in high school, just as college, when they do get the first down, the clock does stop momentarily as the chains move up. But North Brunswick here has to start looking at the clock a little bit. We're down to about 1:30 left. So they have to be aware of that. They have 2 timeouts left.
That short, quick pass out there to Manley. He drops it.
Maybe a little too much on that throw.
It's a long way to go in a minute 20 unless they make a big play.
Right.
Defense must step up here. And they're looking. Did he get hit?
He got hit. Real good hit there by
number 20.
Number 20, right? That's Sam Walker. Hit him just as he was looking to get rid of the ball.
That was like a safety blitz of some sort, Rich?
Yeah.
Is that what he's playing?
Yeah, they have him listed at linebacker there.
Okay.
So I guess he's coming in from his linebacker position there.
Linebacker. He's quick.
He is. And you know what? He's coming from the the blind side of the quarterback.
Okay.
So it's tough for him to see that.
Mm-hmm. Again, the blitz lines it up with a screen. That was number 11. No, that was number 10. That was Rosado again.
And I couldn't quite catch the number there for East Brunswick, but good hit there by whoever that was.
So we're down under a minute, Rich?
Down under a minute. North Brunswick here, I think, is going to let the clock go a little bit because it is 4th down. They, don't want to give East Brunswick back the ball with, too much time left.
Okay, that's why they're taking their time.
Right.
Interesting. I would have thought they would have called a timeout and aggressively sought the first down, but no. And it's swatted down. The Bears think it's a fumble, but whoever's on the right side of the line over there put his hands up. Was that 67 maybe?
Might have been, yeah.
Is that Tom, right?
Yep.
Or 88? Mark Garrett?
Might have been Garrett. Garrett's a little bit taller.
Right. Key play there.
So now East Brunswick has a decision here. I think they have 2 timeouts left. They have decent field position, only 24 seconds left. So Coach Molars knows he has the ball coming out to the, from the second half. So does he want to take a shot here, or does he just want to kneel at it, go in up 14-6, knowing you're going to get the ball?
Okay.
So it looks from the formation like they're going to take a knee. You see Gerhardt's back there.
Mm-hmm. Go into the locker room on his high note.
Right.
Talk about it and come out and get the ball. Yeah, the formations lends itself, right, Rich?
Yep.
Takes the knee. 22 seconds, the clock will run. And that's it. That'll be it for our first half. With your Bears up 14-6 as the boys walk off the field congratulating one another because they know they're on top.
Yeah. And I'm sure, both coaches will go in and see what they need to do in the second half, but you got to, East Brunswick right now has the momentum. They're up. They get the ball to start the second half, so they got to feel good about themselves.
So on that note, we'll be back in a few minutes with the start of our second half.
East Brunswick Marching Band. Drum Major Kevin Houston, is the band ready? East Brunswick High School Marching Band, you may take the field for your halftime exhibition. Ladies and gentlemen, your East Brunswick High School Marching Band.
And welcome back, everyone, to our second half of tonight's contest between the Raiders of North Brunswick and our East Brunswick Bears. Bears being up 14-6 here in this Red Division contest. And so far, so good, wouldn't you say, Rich?
Yeah, I would say so. North Brunswick started off the scoring with the 1-yard run by their quarterback with 5:24 left to go up 6-0, decided to go for 2. East Brunswick snuffed that out. East Brunswick answered right back. They got a 51-yard touchdown run called back by John Gerhardt, and then nice play by Kevin Hemmings, an 8-yard touchdown pass to Javon Gonzaroli with 10:18 left in the second quarter, and the extra point was good to go up 7-6. And then with 4:06 left in the second quarter, Gerhardt took a toss to the left side and scored on a 2-yard run with the extra point being good. So East Brunswick's up 14-6, and they will have the ball to start the second half in about 20 seconds or so here. So they can, build off of that to start the second half.
And I would have to say that if I'm looking for a particular player or a group that has excelled so far, I'm going to go with the offensive line.
I think that's a great point, especially after, seeing having a little bit of difficulty last game, Sayreville, with their size. They've opened up holes for the running backs for East Brunswick. I have to agree with that, doing a great job.
And then, they did march down. They started at the 20, marched down. They had the 51-yard run, brought back. They continued with that, scored a touchdown, get the ball back, started at the 21, made it all the way down. So I'm sure they're going to be feeding off of that going into the second half. But we have to be very cautious with regard to the explosiveness of the North Brunswick offense when they get the ball, because the key is we are going to have the ball to start off the second half.
Exactly. One other note I forgot to mention earlier today, the East Brunswick freshman football team was a winner against North Brunswick. I believe 14-6 was the score.
And that evens their record at 1-1, I think?
Correct.
Great.
And looks like Gerhardt's is back here deep for East Brunswick. Was not back there earlier.
Relatively nice kick. John comes up to get it. Fades towards us. Couple of blockers, but gets dragged down around the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for our EB Bears.
And just to give the viewers a little heads up, next week East Brunswick will be at Monroe, and then they have their bye week, and then we'll be back here on EBTV for the game home against Manalapan and JP Stevens. And I believe J.P. Stevens on the 25th is East Brunswick's homecoming.
And, okay, we're getting started here. We'll wait for those comments for later. Let's see how this plays out.
High backfield here with Walker and Gerhartz back there.
Okay, John gets stuffed as he makes his way into that middle of that line for a pickup of 2. Like you did say Monroe. Has Monroe made their way to the red division?
Yes.
Oof.
Yeah. They played North Brunswick earlier this year, and North Brunswick was on the wrong end of a 55-6 score, so they have some talent.
Hemming's under center here. Gives it off to John. John runs wide. He's got the first. He may have more. He's got the wheels. He may have a lot more. He gets pushed out, or does he not?
No,
Rich,
he
does not.
There's a flag, though.
Heart-wrenching.
This is almost a deja vu moment here, and it is a hold on East Brunswick. So the 69-yard run is going to be wiped out here.
And Coach Molars doesn't seem to be upset with this, so I guess he must have seen it himself. How unfortunate, but it goes with the territory.
Same type of play that Gerhartz thought he scored on in the first half, to using that left side and had the speed to get by North Brunswick. That's one of those too. When East Brunswick watches this on film, if you're the guy that held, you don't look forward to watching the tape with the players if you're the one that's caught on that. So
yeah, we don't have a jumbotron here, so we really can't replay it for the viewing audience here. From the shotgun, Kevin takes the ball. He's going to run it himself. He's quick. He runs it out of bounds. Picks up. It's about 5'6". Maybe brings it back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 10. Okay, 3rd and 9.
So good play call there. That was a called quarterback draw, and they just want to get some of that yardage back. So this is a more manageable 3rd and 9. North Brunswick would love to get off the field. They were on the field for a good portion of that first half. They really like to get off the field and let their offense get out there.
A long one, a real long one. Oh, incomplete. It's a nice toss to Javon.
Yeah, gave him a chance.
He's on the money with the pass. Just that there were 2 defenders right there to break it up.
And I guess that was...
Is there a flag on the field?
Yeah.
Another hold?
Looks like a face mask on North Brunswick.
Would that be a 15-yarder, Rich?
Yeah, it depends. We
talked about that
Yeah,
earlier.
we got to see what they call. If it's now they're pointing the other way. I don't know if I read that signal wrong.
Got the ball in his hand. I don't know where he's walking.
Yeah.
Going to put it down on the
I think it's
49. Nope. 44-yard line. I would get a first down out of that.
Right. It looked like the 15-yard variety face mask.
So on some level, psychologically, the touchdown run and now this sort of washes things out. We're back to even Steven playing here. Gerhartz takes a snap. Looks to cut through the nice. John picked up 9 on that one. We have whistles all over the place.
Yeah.
Stop made by North Brunswick, number 34.
I thought I might maybe saw a hold on East Brunswick on that.
I don't
know
see a
if that's
flag,
where-
though. Okay. There is a flag on the field. We have a hold against the Bears.
Thought I saw maybe number 58, Joe Chetta, on a hold there, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
The head referee here was kind of late to the game. We usually try to mic him up so we can also hear the number.
So now we're back to 1st and 15. The only thing I'll say is that the defense has been on the field for a while with regard to maybe getting a little tired. There's a pass to O'Sullivan, trying to ramble for a few more yards. Got back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll make it 2nd and 10.
And O'Sullivan did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving, and then also as he's sort of getting held up, he was getting 2 hands on the ball, because you're taught if guys holding up there, a couple of North Brunswick players are trying to rip the ball out.
Gain of 6 yards. Second down, 2nd and 10 for East Brunswick.
It's a toss to John around the far side. Another flag.
That's usually a hold if it's thrown from there.
East Brunswick, number 5, John Gerhardt.
We were sort of penalty free the first half.
Yeah, there was just a couple. There was obviously that one hold on the long run. I remember East Brunswick player jumping a false start early, but you're right. Now we're seeing a rash of penalties here.
The penalty holding against East Brunswick.
It's really moving them back on this one.
And these penalties aren't quite turnovers, but the yardage that's marked back, it's almost you're giving up the field position here. So
it's going to be a hard one to get a first down on this one. 2nd and 22. Let's see what Coach Molars has up his sleeve on this play. False start against the Bears.
Yeah,
well, yeah.
And this is just a loss of concentration here by East Brunswick.
Right, can't make the coaching staff too happy, that one.
And East Brunswick, you can see where the markers are. Started this on the 44. They're back down to their own 28-yard line. Little shovel pass
Nice
to
shovel
Gerhardt.
pass.
Yep.
Can John get through there? All right, he picked up 20. They'll make it 3rd and 9. As you coin a phrase of yours, it's manageable.
It's manageable. It's sure better than 3rd and 20 plus. So
right. I like that call.
Third down and 8.
North Brunswick could use a stop here. Last time we thought maybe they had a stop, and then they got that face masking penalty. A little over 8 minutes left in this third quarter, so East Brunswick's taken off almost 4 minutes already of this third quarter.
Hemmings rolls out. He bends down and gets around. It's a couple of he couldn't escape the attack there. We're gonna have to punt the ball.
Yeah, and that was one of the guys you were talking about in the pregame. 84, Joseph Castellanos had a nice open field tackle there.
Loss of 1 yard, 4th down,
So at least the one thing here, East Brunswick with that shovel pass, at least the field position, you know, you hope if Jones gets off a decent punt here, at least North Brunswick will have to start from a little bit farther back.
First Bears punt of the evening, Rich? I think so.
I think they might be. Guy coming on late for East Brunswick.
Is
here.
that okay? Okay, we don't see any flags or anything. Nice punt. Okay.
And there is a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Which has been a theme this third quarter. That's sometimes with a block in the back or a hold as well when that flag comes in there. So this might be coming back.
Is that a block in the back?
Block in the back, right. You see that a lot on punt returns because the players are sprinting down the field, and you know you try to make contact with them, but a lot of times you're getting them in their back, which you're not allowed to do. So you'll see that call often on punt returns.
So they'll move the ball 10 yards back from
where the foul took place.
Okay.
So it looks like they're going to mark it back from about the 20, maybe, or their 26-yard line and move it 10, so it should be on about the 16.
All right, while we have the minute, let's just review quickly another one of our fall sports program. How about that girls tennis team?
Yeah, having a great year.
They're 7-0 in dual meet competition.
And have all their flights, 5 flights in the GMC tournament advanced.
And that's going on right now.
Correct.
Okay. And there's nothing, there was nothing happening, but all of a sudden there was something happening out of that backfield. That number 10.
Right. Gabe Rosado.
He was stood up, but then he escaped that and picked up 4.
Give big Paul Terrell, number 70, for Sayreville credit there too. He kept with his block and he gave a push to get a couple extra yards as well.
That's North Brunswick, not Sayreville, Rich.
Oh, sorry about that.
Thinking about last week. Maybe it's the color uniform. It's similar.
Yeah.
Up the gut again. Nothing happening there. Maybe a loss of a yard. I like that. Got that defense swarming.
Couple guys there. I see number 58, Joe Chetta,
right
on the tackle. Good pursuit there by EB.
And our last fall squad that I haven't mentioned is our gymnastics team, and they too are off to a 4-0 start. I know they were sectional state champs last year, and I'm sure they're looking forward to seeing what they can do again this year. That quick toss, incomplete. It's going to result in a 4th and 6. We have to punt that ball.
And he was open there.
Right. But I still don't think he would have gotten the first.
Yeah, he would have to probably make a little bit of a open field play there in order to get it. It was right. A little bit short of the chains. And Fitzpatrick and Phillip are back again for East Brunswick.
Not much on that punt. That went out of bounds. Really a diving stab by, was that Joe Perrone? Was that number 18?
I think that was number...
Fitzpatrick?
Right, Fitzpatrick, number 16.
He grabbed it out of bounds. He went. Bears will take over in Raider territory. Their second set of offensive plays.
And I think just, this drive, East Brunswick obviously wants to just clean it up a little bit. They've had some positive plays, but unfortunately the flags have been out the last few. So see if East Brunswick can get rid of those penalties.
Get back to that offensive line play. Let's go, guys. Not on that one. John was stuffed right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, couldn't really do anything there. North Brunswick was in the backfield almost immediately when he got the ball.
Stop made by number 2 for the Raiders. Sometimes if they blow in their jersey, they have to change the jersey. So it could be one where the word didn't go through. Sure.
2nd and 9 for the Bears. Hemmings drops back to toss it. Nope.
The spread of the basketball is incomplete, intended for number 37, Javon Genzaroli. Once again, that winning 50-50 number.
East Brunswick just a little bit out of their rhythm right now.
Okay.
4-2.
You know, that's kind of what happens too when you have those penalties. You don't have that flow. You know, we were talking earlier. They had that flow. They were, getting chunks of yards, no penalties. Now it's kind of choppy, and you can just see that in terms of their play. So this would be a big 3rd down if East Brunswick could keep the drive alive here, because they are in good field position.
Nope. Off to Tamori on the far side. Okay. I guess both teams at halftime made some serious adjustments, and nothing's working for either squad. This punch should put the Raiders back around their 20-yard line.
Winner on that 50-50. Congratulations, $230.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Snapped over his head.
Oh no.
Nope. Not the guy to pick off. Not the guy to have intercepted.
And Jones isn't used to that situation, but at worst there, you roll out and you throw the ball away, and it's an incomplete pass, and North Brunswick gets the ball where the ball was spotted, so
not good.
Not good there.
Serious blunder on that one, but it's high school football, so the Bears defense gonna have to settle in right here. We were just talking about having that tide turn in favor of the Bears if they could do something, and how quickly the tide has turned the other way.
Those style numbers they're a little tricky, especially at a night game. It's gotten hard.
Looking for that TD pass. That was deep.
Yeah, and just overthrew number 4, Darian Puentes, a little bit. That was a long developing play. He ran a little post corner route there, and just a little too much air under the ball.
They were looking for that kill.
And I don't mind that play coming off a turnover, 1st down. I like them taking a shot there.
So you're not a conservative coach at that point.
No, exactly.
No.
Plus,
Okay.
this is a game they're looking on their schedule. They want to get a win.
Ooh, big opening. Big opening. Gabe Rosado again picks up enough to move the chains.
We're going to see if East Brunswick D can sort of pick up that special teams blunder by East Brunswick. Four minutes left in this 3rd quarter. East Brunswick up 14-6.
It's a toss over to Rosado again. Not really much, but advance the ball a yard or 2. Make that 4.
And they're going heavy with Rosado right now. He's had some good runs for them.
Right. Quarterback keeper. They still can get that 1st down, right, Rich?
Yeah, he's right by where the marker is. I think he needed to get to about the 5, and he's going to probably be a tiny bit short. They might measure it. They're going to say third down, so they're going to say just a little bit short.
That brings up a third down, 3rd and 1.
Last time they were in this situation, they did a QB sneak with Allerhausen. I'm sure you'll see that again, probably.
Timeout.
It looks like a penalty. This would be big if it was on North Brunswick to push him back, but I haven't seen any indication yet. And it is offside on East Brunswick. So that's going to give North Brunswick an automatic first down here. Half the distance to the goal, so it'll be at about the 2.5-yard line.
That one hurt.
That did hurt. So fresh set of downs here. Now you got 4 downs to get, a little over 2 yards. And East Brunswick's just been killed with these penalties this half.
Rosado, nothing. He didn't get in.
Good play there by number 42, Brandon Tamori.
Right, broken play. Quinton was in there on that one too.
Stop made by East Brunswick, number 42, Brandon Torrey. Gain of 1 yard on the play, 2nd down, 2nd and goal.
Is it 2 yards, Rich, or are we out of yard? All right.
Yeah, it's right about the maybe 2.5-yard line.
Okay. Stuffed again?
Yep, good.
Loss of 4, loss of 2?
Yeah, looked like East Brunswick brought some people there. Number 20, Sam Walker, shot in to make a really nice play.
It's causing the North Brunswick coaching staff to think hard on this one.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Hasn't worked going up the gut. We're going to do a radical option here with.
I would think if I were them, I'd go maybe the top side of the field and maybe a little toss to number 10 Rosai. It looks like they're going to spread East Brunswick out a little bit.
Right.
And maybe give a
Watch
little
out
bit
for
more.
Manley on the far side. He's 27. He's looking. It got hit. Got broken up by
looks like Kelleher there, right?
Kelleher put his hand up there.
And I think he had big number 84 there.
Right.
Open, Castellanos.
Okay.
So this is 4th down.
We going field goal, Rich, or we?
You know what? Down 8 here. Looks like they're gonna go for it here.
They're gonna go for it. Ooh, this is big. This is the biggest play of the season so far for the Bears. Got Manley far right, Castellanos over here on the left. Quarterback takes it back. He's going to look. Real nice. Oh. He throws it back.
I got him, too.
Got him. Oh. That was Castellano, I think. He's about 6'4" to begin with. Quarterback got flushed out of the pocket. Do we have a penalty? Well, it's a penalty on the Bears.
And I think that might have been number 6 on the catch. We'll have to confirm that.
All right.
I think it was Rex Thomas.
Rex Thomas.
And we'll have to see what this penalty is.
So there was a flag, Rich?
There was a flag. Roughing the passer after, I guess, the throw.
Okay. That gets tacked onto the kickoff?
Yes.
And now they're going to go for 2 to try to tie it?
They're going to go for 2 here. So another big play here.
Same formation. My time. Referee's time. He wasn't ready. You like that one?
Yeah.
Kids are all fired up.
I know.
Ready to go.
I don't know what's going on here.
Right. There is a lull as we try to figure this one out. Maybe North Brunswick called timeout. And the quarterback's over there talking to the coach on the far
possibly.
side of the field. I guess they want to really make sure everybody's on board with regard to know what they're doing. It's a keeper. Nope. It can't be advanced, right? I don't think that play can be advanced. Okay, so we stopped the 2-point conversion. Bears remain with the 2-point lead at 14-12. So that's that little something good came out of that.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You have the lead. Very interesting. They actually ran that same play.
Okay.
The first 2-point conversion they tried and sort of had the same result where it wasn't too successful. So interesting. They must like that play for some reason, but East Brunswick did a good job twice against that.
And the Bears did play well with that ball on the 2-yard line. They brought it down to a 4th down.
Exactly.
So the key now is going to be to get the ball and a sustained drive.
Exactly. They want to take clock. They want to, obviously switch the field position, and obviously, a score and the extra point puts them up 9, where it's 2 scores, where North Brunswick would have to get 2 scores to win the game. So that would really be tough for North Brunswick if East Brunswick can do that.
And they're marking the ball because of the penalty, right?
Correct.
So this probably will not result in great field position for the Bears.
This is almost one, if I'm a coach, you almost, because no matter what, the field position is going to be tough, you almost want to do an onside kick here, where so what if they get it, they're still going to be on the 30-something yard line, you have a chance for the ball. So I don't think they're going to do that. They want to pin them back, but that must go through your head a little bit because, where the ball is marked on East Brunswick's own 45.
And just let it go. Well, once it goes,
right. Once it's in the end zone.
Once it's in the end zone,
right? It's a touchback.
Okay. So first and 10 on the 20. Got to be. We have to. I'm sure Coach Molars spoke to them about error-free.
Exactly.
Penalty-free.
Right.
Come on, guys. We cannot afford it. This can't be a 3-and-out either.
Yeah, they really need at least a couple first downs.
Right.
Get the ball out of their own territory here.
And what do we have, 39 seconds, Rich?
Correct, right.
In the third quarter.
And East Brunswick's going to call timeout here.
Would that be?
You can see Coach Mollard's not happy that he has to. I don't know if it was a personnel thing, because you just had that time after the score to talk things over. So hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt them if they need that timeout later.
And how many timeouts per half?
You get 3 timeouts per half.
Okay.
I know North Brunswick next week, I was looking at their schedule, and they play similar teams. The only difference really being Colts Neck, that North Brunswick plays, and East Brunswick plays Manalapan, but they have a tough one home against Old Bridge next week. So it's, all these teams, both East Brunswick and North Brunswick play are really tough teams. So that makes this game, like we talked about in the opening, even more important for both teams, not only to get them their first win, but looking at the schedule, it's tough to get a win on that schedule, no matter who's playing the teams that both teams are scheduled against. So this is a huge game.
And where are the Bears going to be next week?
The Bears have Monroe at Monroe.
Okay. Yep. All right, so we're back to the action. 1st and 10 on our 20. See if Coach Molars has the boys fired up. Gerhardt's with the keeper, picks up 3. Looks like the Raider defense is pretty much fired up.
I'm glad to see no flags there on the play.
Right.
That's good. Looks like there'll be one more play this quarter. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
They're saying, and the coach is saying, actually, Coach Molars is pointing at the clock and saying, wait. So they're not even going to get out of that huddle. And I see the ref here telling East Brunswick to move back again, so you got to be careful not to get another. They had that warning for the sideline.
Really?
Want to get a penalty on that.
What could that result in, Rich?
That's a good question. I'm not sure exactly what the yardage is, but I know it's some yardage marked off. I'm not sure if it's a 5 or 10 yard penalty, but I know it is some type of loss of yards. Not sure if it's a loss of down or not.
All right, so we're down to our final quarter. Bears are up 14-12, but the problem is the Raiders have the edge right now with regard to the adrenaline flow.
Yeah, they have the momentum just coming off that score. East Brunswick, can look at a little positive. They held them on that 2-point conversion. But East Brunswick also can look back. They've had 2 scores nullified on penalties. The one in the first half, they were able to, on that drive, still score, but on that second one, they weren't able to score. And North Brunswick, a little special teams blunder by East Brunswick. North Brunswick intercepted the pass, and that led to their score. So, like you had said just before this drive started, be nice to East Brunswick at least get 1 first down here and move the ball up the field.
All right, we're set to begin the fourth quarter. It's 2nd and 8 for the Bears on their 22. Somebody got through there to get to.
Looked like number 71 there for North Brunswick, Esberth Pereira.
Right, to get to Gerhardt's.
And Gerhardt's, he gets the ball, looks up he's in the backfield there. So big hit. Actually, pretty good job, I think, by Gerhardt's holding on to that ball. A lot of times you see that ball pop out on a play like that. So one of those 3rd and longs for East Brunswick here. 3rd and 9.
I used to love that Ernie Fessel, that little tight end over the dink over the middle.
Another flag on the play. And I think that's another movement by East Brunswick, and it is. 3rd and 9's tough enough. 3rd and 14's even more difficult.
These hurt.
See some different personnel coming in here for East Brunswick. If I were East Brunswick here, I'd like to maybe roll and hear Bear running onto the field.
It's a personnel issue. Right.
Yeah, I don't know what the time here. They've got to be careful. Make sure they
there
have
too
the
many
right
guys on the field.
Yeah, there is. Gerhardt's is now running off.
Is he allowed to? Are you allowed to have 12 in the huddle?
Now they're doing the clock. There's 4. Okay, just got it off.
Long toss. Tamori, nothing.
Good coverage there by North Brunswick.
Okay.
And a little confusion there by EB.
There was some confusion, right.
And I was about to say, I like Hemmings in the situation rolling out a little bit and giving that option and maybe running with the ball as well. He does a pretty good job of scampering there. So now North Brunswick, unless a really good punt here by Jones, is going to have some pretty good field position. And we got to watch for the snap here. Last snap was high. That's a little low. Good job by Jones there.
To get it up. And a nice roll. Really lucked out there.
Yeah.
No flags. Okay.
Give number 30, Chris Jones, a ton of credit there. Not only scooping up the ball, but ended up with a great punt.
A 49-yard punt.
might be able to hear the
announcement
announced by Coach Brady there, 49-yard punt. So probably went about 30-something yards, and the rest of it rolled. Took a good East Brunswick bounce.
Defense has to settle in on this particular series. Plenty of time for both squads to score. North Brunswick working out of the shotgun. That's Manley. He takes a. You're still going?
Yeah.
I didn't hear a whistle. Still going. My, oh my. Pick up a 5.
And they were letting him go until they saw that his progress had been stopped.
Okay.
So probably should have blew the whistle maybe a little bit before that.
Sort of becomes a safety issue to me.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So still some discussion on the sideline with the coach and Manley and the officials.
Oh, I think he lost something now.
Okay.
Number 4 picked it up and is given to him. Maybe like an earpiece or a mouthpiece.
Okay.
That came out. And I think a delay a game here.
Delay a game here. Five yards, Rich?
5-yard penalty, right. So that will almost negate the 6-yard gain. So it's going to be second and about 9 here. So it's not a loss of down. It's just a 5-yard penalty.
So we'll go second and 9 for the Raiders. It's a long toss. And a long toss over number 1's head. Nazir May, number 1, wide receiver, 12th grader for Raiders.
And Brandon Tamari had the coverage for East Brunswick there, and then he had safety help with number 22, Michael Contreras, over the top. So he really had to try to stick that ball in the window and wasn't able to.
Okay. That's a tough one for a high school quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Third and 9. Broken play now. Can he get them by the feet? No, was he out of bounds?
It was close. It looked like he was right on the sideline, and there's a flag here.
My head went. I was watching downfield. With the hand behind the back. What's that?
Right. He went past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
Okay.
So that's a legal forward pass. So I believe that's a loss of down as well. So it's going to be 4th down.
Okay.
So he had to throw that ball behind. The ball had to be behind the 37, and I guess they're saying he threw it from where the flag is, from about the 38-yard line.
But the marker on the far side still says 3rd down. They're not replaying that down.
No, and right there's the loss of down signal where the hands are behind the head. So it's going to be 4th down.
All right, that was key. That was key for the Bears. Got to get that personnel out there a little quicker.
Plenty of time left. There's a little under 9 minutes left in the game, so Bears need to get some first downs.
It would be nice. Nice block there. Nothing. Was that number 8? Who was on the return, Rich?
That was number 82 for East Brunswick. That was Brandon Phillip.
Okay. There's a penalty marker on the field. The second half has just been full of penalties.
Yeah, sloppy.
Sloppy. Referees are kicking it around. I can't tell if they're pointing one way or the other. There's the call. Face mask?
North Brunswick.
Okay. While we watch the mark off, this game will be rebroadcast on Thursday, October 3rd at 8 p.m. And then again on Thursday, November 28th at 8 p.m. Or if you want to go quickly over to your computer at ebtv3.org, you can watch the games anytime you'd like, which Rich and I do quite regularly.
Yeah, it's great. You can just at any time, just pop it in and.
There's Gerhardt. He escapes. Nice block, I think. Oh, they threw the flag, Rich. No, those were the feet again.
Those are the cleats.
I was going to say not another flag. All right, Johnny got through that hole and then scampered for a good 22 yards. A much-needed piece of East Brunswick offense, which we like to see.
That was sort of as he was running, looking back and making sure there was no flags on the play.
Okay.
So, big run there.
Big run.
Gerhardt gets a little breather here.
Right. Tamari's in there.
Correct.
He's looking. Nope, just can't get through there, but he spins and tries to get something going.
East Brunswick, number 42, Brandon Torrey on the carry. Stop made by North Brunswick, number 84, Joe Castellanos. Also in on play number 56, Zach.
Brandon's another trackster. He's the type of runner, sort of like in the vein of Gerhardt's. Had he spun and got outside, we would have seen those wheels take off, but that just didn't happen for him. I know he's itching to get one of those Gerhardt runs in him. Oh, nice.
Up.
Come on. Okay.
And that's going to be
That's going to be a?
Yeah.
It's a forward pass.
It's a forward pass, so that's not the problem. He's inside the tackle boxes there. And you know what? I always get confused with the high school, college, pro rules, but I know in the pros, if you don't get yourself outside the tackle box or the pocket, and the ball doesn't reach the line of scrimmage, then that's an intentional grounding, and that they're discussing it, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to call from the spot of the infraction. And I believe it's also a loss of down. So this one hurts.
Right. This one hurts.
And it is a loss of down as well.
So 10 yards from the place where he tossed it.
Correct. And he was back there pretty far. I think he ran into Sam Walker, was blocking and got blocked into him a little bit, and he hit the ball. So I don't think they marked it off yet. I think they have to mark it from that spot. So that they are.
Oof.
Yeah. And the loss of down hurts as well. That should be a third, I believe, unless that was a first down play. That should be a third down, I believe, which they just changed the marker now.
Okay, they just changed the right on the far end.
Third, and I can't even tell, probably about 28.
Yep.
Now you don't want a mistake here either. I mean,
come on, John. Get somebody blocking for you. Results in a punt, right, Rich?
Right, results in a punt here. East Brunswick didn't want to do anything crazy there. 28 is a lot to get, so you don't want to throw one up or get an int there. So they still should be able to pin North Brunswick back deep in their own territory.
That's the only consolation out of this.
Let's see if we get a good snap. 2 snaps that were, there's a good one.
Just got it off.
And that's going to end up inside the 5.
Nice.
Right at the 5.
Okay. 6 minutes and 22 to go. Still plenty of time.
Plenty of time is right.
Yeah.
Dead at the 5-yard line, a 34-yard punt. North Brunswick takes over first and 10 from its own 5-yard line.
Almost didn't get that punt off, but we did. Second half, I mean, the first half was sort of like textbook for Coach Molars.
Yeah.
In terms of what he's going to do on, like, tomorrow and Monday.
Exactly.
And then the second half is like the how not to play football book.
You're 100% right. Very, very sloppy.
Yeah. So we're going to get back on track here and play solid football here. Okay, there's a pickup of 5. Clock is running, but we still have plenty. That was that's another Gabe Rosado run.
Good tackle by number 30, Chris Jones there.
Second and 4. To Rosado again, trying to go outside, nothing. Maybe a loss of 1. No, he picked up about a half yard.
It'll be about third and 2, 3rd and 3 here.
Okay. This would be key if they could stop this. But there have been a couple of key moments in this game so far. It's a toss. There's the first. Okay. First, but not much more.
Good block there on the edge to let him get that first down.
Up the gut, nothing.
And if I were North Brunswick a tiny bit here, I'd have a little bit more sense of urgency because the clock is running here.
Right.
And if for some reason you do have to punt the ball, time is not your friend now. There's under 5 left after they run this play. There's going to be probably only about 4 minutes left. So you really, you don't want to rush, but you want to go at a little bit quicker pace than they're going.
Then they're going. They can stop them. Yes, they did. Key. Nothing happened there for Robles. Nothing.
And a host of Bears in on the tackle there.
Right. And I was just thinking before that there had been a rotation of players on that defensive line that Coach Molars is doing just to keep them fresh.
Yeah.
Especially, right, Quinton in and out with 77.
Right, Joseph Palinetti.
Yeah, they've been going in and out, I guess at nose guard almost.
Correct.
Just trying to take the brunt of the hits up the middle so that the rest of the line can do something. Okay, a rollout. He's going to toss it.
Wide open.
Oh, wide open.
And that's one of the guys you were talking about in our pregame there.
Yep.
Joseph Manley. So I don't know how I didn't quite see how he got that open, but he was wide open on that. Well, North Brunswick needed that to keep the drive going. Now it's interesting. North Brunswick has yet to attempt, an extra point. So I wonder what this field goal kicker's range is.
Okay. Quarterback keeper picked up 5-6. If it comes down to that, you mean?
If it comes down to that, if they get it within range, I wonder what the range would be for their kicker, because it's a 2-point game now. A field goal would win the game.
So a North Brunswick timeout.
North Brunswick. Tackle on that last play was number 88 for East Brunswick, Mark Garrett. Second down, second and 4.
What would they? So we don't know the range. The question was, what would you think they have to get down to? I guess the way we've been playing, if they get down to around the 10, we've had this tendency of stopping them. So then from the 10, it would be like a 30-yard field goal.
Right. Yeah. And high school. You never know with the kicking game in high school, but when you start asking a high school kicker, anything outside 30, unless you're excellent. So I think, he'd have to at least, I would think, be inside the 15 to really have a reasonable chance. East Brunswick defensively playing a little bit soft. They have the 2 deep safeties here, have the corners back a little bit. They don't want anything behind him.
Right. And there's a sack in the back. That's nice.
And that's Quinnen, right?
That's Quinton?
Michael Quinnen, like you were talking about, him and Joseph Palinetti are sort of giving each other a break.
Right.
Did a nice job there.
Big play there.
Big play.
Does that bring up third down, Rich?
That's going to be third, correct.
Okay.
Looked like North Brunswick was trying to do a little wheel route with number 4, Darian Puentes, which wasn't there. Good job by Quinnen.
Shotgun, Quinton again. Little screen. Okay. And he got the first, so that'll stop the clock.
I was thinking, I said, wow, Michael Quinnen again, and they would, on a screen, they want the defensive lineman to get up the field and then throw it behind him. So good play call there on third down.
That's good for a gain of 13 yards. North Brunswick Raiders, first down.
Clock resumes. We're down to 2:13, 2:12, 2:10.
First down, Raiders.
It's going to be clock management now, Rich.
Correct.
And they're looking to throw the ball. Okay. It's off to Manley on a foot. No, that was off to number 1. Right?
Right.
Nazir May.
In on the coverage was number 22, Michael Harris for Bears. Second down, second and 10. I'm pretty sure they don't have kickers here.
No, they have 12 on. Good. Right? They need to get one guy off. There's
somebody's got to get
on.
off.
Yep.
Okay. A lot of changes during this. A lot of personnel changes. Hope everybody knows what they're doing. There's maybe one uncovered. Okay. Now he's covered. A little too long on that toss. Did he pick it?
No, he had it for a second.
Who was that?
That looked like number.
Is that
that looked like
Kevin?
That was Hemmings there.
Right.
Werder was also near the play. I think that was Hemmings.
That was Hemmings
shot on
breaking
it,
that
right?
up. He's a little upset with himself. He thought he would grab that. That was great. I'm surprised they were going for everything on that.
Yeah, and plus East Brunswick is playing deeper, so they're giving up that little short one.
Mm-hmm. This is key, because even if they don't get it, they're going to go for it. Somebody uncovered right here, Rich, in the middle of these. Okay, another short one. He runs out of bounds.
That's a guy you got to look out for. Yeah, he's going to be about a yard or two short. Good play call there, though. You have an extra down, so now it's a manageable 4th and 2.
Out of bounds, stop the clock. What do you do here, Richie? You run or you throw? You know?
Yeah.
You're going to surprise our defense with a toss? Or
You know what? I would do that toss play
Okay.
here to the right to number 10,
Right.
Rosado. Doesn't look like they are going to do that, though.
Okay.
Quarterback
keeper.
draw, and he's got it.
He's got it. Okay. They stop the clock, Rich? Oh, they got to move the
Right,
chains.
move the chain, so the clock will momentarily stop. Looks like a bear might be hurt.
On the quarterback keeper,
He's going to get up. Is that
Get
Quentin?
up. That's number 20.
20. Walker?
That's Walker, correct.
Okay. They're ready to go. The Raiders are ready to go. It's part of the package here. Okay. Okay, nothing there.
Right.
Nothing there. And no flag either, so that's
Good pursuit there by Garrett, number 88.
88.
And also number 37, Javon Gonzaroli.
Okay. So he didn't step out. That was an incompleted pass.
Correct.
Clock stopped. Minute 25 in this turning into nail-biter game. What do we have, Rich?
Good question.
Okay.
Sideline against East Brunswick. So I think this is their second one here. This is, oof. That hurts. That's what they're concerned with right now, the sideline here. It's behind the play, too. Well, East Brunswick will have to overcome it here. 2nd and 5.
Nice hit.
Another nice hit
Right.
there. That's a
Aaron McSweeney.
Yep, second good hit that number 1 has made there.
Yeah, clock has stopped on that one. He was hit hard.
And I don't think we saw this before. Phil Hostler, the longtime athletic trainer for East Brunswick, is out there on the card if needed.
Let's hope he's not needed.
Correct.
Right.
Also, you see on the ground there, Lori DeFazio, who is also an athletic trainer for East Brunswick.
Oh, is that what it is? It goes incrementally like that? Warning 5.
And that's the head coach of North Brunswick, Mark Zielinski, on the ground there in the blue jacket.
How long has Mark been there?
Mark has been there, I believe, 10 years. I was looking through the write-up for them, and I think, yep, he's been there 10 years. He has an overall record of 52-49.
And do you know what the record between North and East is?
They did. They were saying, I believe East Brunswick has a 9-1 advantage all time.
Okay.
So
It's interesting how that we have not played them on a regular basis, spanning the years, even though there are, geographical neighbor and similar in size to us.
Exactly, and it's actually 8-1. Maybe jumping the gun if they win this one. Obviously 9-1.
Oh,
so
good. He's up.
He's up.
Number 6 is up. Rex Thomas.
And Rex Thomas had the touchdown in the back of the end zone
Yes.
to pull them within 14-12 earlier. So he'll have to at least sit out one play.
Okay.
And the crowd's into it here in East Brunswick.
Crowd's still here. Crowd's alive. Stands are jumping. The keeper tosses it back. Did we get it, Rich? It's hard to say.
It's hard to say. He's right.
See some fingers pointing. That's just typical. We have to uncover the pile.
North Brunswick does have it, so it's going to be 4th down.
Okay. Is that with the hand up? That's
right.
The
right. Hand up and the fist, which is 4th down. And North Brunswick might want to think about stopping the clock here, call timeout, and gather themselves for this 4th down play. That's what I would do. All right, East Brunswick player hurt. They won't have to. Might be a cramp.
Yeah. No. Can you see who's down?
No,
Rich?
wasn't quite able to get a number.
Okay. So we will, when we resume, it'll be a 4th and what, 12?
Right, 4th and 12.
They're going to go for it, not going to kick. Key, it's going to be.
It looks like number 58.
58?
Joe Chetta.
Okay, Joe's up and Joe's doing okay. Joe cramped, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And Joe's playing both ways. He's playing on the offensive line as well as the defensive line.
This is big.
This is the game.
This is the game on the line. And here we go. Ball snapped. They're looking deep. Oh yes, intercepted by Johnny Gerhardt. Couldn't happen to one of our better players.
Yep.
Captain of the squad.
Smartly too. After he picked it off, went down.
You know, Johnny, he had that 69-yard run, that 51-yard run, both called back. So he snags the ball to save the game.
And I think, you know, we sort of talked about this earlier. You know, if you look at the score here, 14-12. For some reason, North Brunswick on their initial score went for 2.
Yep. Where,
you know, they kicked the extra point. You know, it's not guaranteed they make it in the second one. We could have a tie game. So East Brunswick has to be ecstatic here.
It's just going to kneel down, huh?
I think North Brunswick might have one timeout left, which they're going to take now.
They're going to take.
Well, you have to give East Brunswick credit. They hung in there. It was sloppy. It wasn't the prettiest game, but when they needed that stop after the touchdown, they were able to get that 2-point conversion stop.
And on this last North Brunswick drive, there were key moments that they stopped them.
Had a couple good quarterback pressures. Michael Quinnen had a big sack for them.
Coach Molars is out there for the timeout. I'm sure he's just reinforcing the mechanics of what needs to be done for the dropping of the knee, to make sure that there's not a Joe Pisarcik type of fumble or something.
Exactly. And I believe that was North Brunswick's last time out. So once East Brunswick does take the snap and takes a knee, you know, the game will be over. So one more good snap here. And first victory for Coach Molars.
Yes.
With his new program here.
And the ball's where? On like the 8-yard line?
Right.
No mistakes, fellas. And that's the knee. Is there another timeout?
No, I guess they had one more. I thought they had taken 2.
So we're down to 21 seconds. What are they thinking, Rich? Thinking maybe drop the ball?
I guess so. Maybe they can get a pushback and have them kneel it in the end zone or something. It is inside the 5 now. You know, so I guess there is a chance.
So Coach Molars comes back out to make sure that, listen, Kevin, get that knee down as soon as you get that ball.
Exactly.
Don't take a step back.
Right, just go down right away.
Go down. Because there's never any guarantees in these high school football.
No.
Come on, Coach. You got to get off the field before they take the snap, too. All right. And then that should run the clock out.
That would be it.
Okay, then we're down to 19. No stoppage. 14. Crowd is cheering. You can sort of get the feeling. Yes, they're down to 8-7, 6, 5-4, 3-2, 1. And that's the game. That's the first victory, as you just said, under Coach Molar's tenure as our new head coach, and it must feel real good for that first victory.
Got to feel real good. This was a game, obviously both teams, felt they could win. It ended up being a real competitive game, went down to the wire. Good, some sloppy play here and there, but
Right.
but overall, you had two teams fighting hard. Both teams played really hard, and East Brunswick just made a couple more plays than North Brunswick. And East Brunswick first win of the year, so get a little confidence going into that Monroe game.
Great. So thanks for watching. Thanks for everyone who did their support, our camera people, guys down in the booth. For Rich Whalen, I'm Kevin McEvoy. We'll see you again soon.